Hi, enthusiastic young minds. I'm Haradra. So, as part of the short talk series from Student Circle, we have Raj Nandini here today. Hi, Nandini. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
So, can you give us a quick intro about yourself, Nandini?
Uh, I am from Hyderabad, and as you already know, I am graduating in 2020 from IIT Madras. I have a dual degree, that is BTech and MTech from Department of Engineering Design, and I'm an incoming analyst at Mastercard.
Right, that's a very nice intro. So, talking about your life in IIT, like how was it? How was your college life? Can you
Uh,
talk about that?
yeah, so the past 5 years, I don't know where those 5 years went. I mean, there was so much to do and so little time handling both courses and all the things that you want to do and you have to do. So, finding the right balance is very crucial at times. So, that was very good. And one more thing was, you don't have to look anywhere else for inspiration, right? Everyone around you is doing so many things, so you get inspired. But if you let the pressure get to you, then it can get really overwhelming. But if you have a change in attitude and see what others are doing and try to learn from them, it's really good. It was a very good experience.
Nice. It's good to know that how you have got the right balance of handling curriculum as well as other activities in IIT. So good to know that. So let's talk about your internship parts. Like, how is it? Like, basically, you need to go into some internships, right? When you're in college, like, where do you go for an internship, or how did you approach it?
Yeah. So basically, I worked at Raghupati Singhania Center of Excellence, which is an R&D center for
Mm-hmm.
JK Tires. So
Okay.
I spent for 2 summers in JKNS and a semester, so around 8 months. Right. So
Right.
basically, I started off with I was working on a project with a professor, and our project needed some lab work, which was available. The facilities was available were available only in JKNS. So we kind of reached
Mm-hmm.
out to them, and I worked there in Mysore. So I worked there for 2 months, and then they kind of offered me an internship, a 6 month internship also. So the second time around, I worked with their product development team where I developed a GUI to predict how a tire works, right? How a tire
Okay.
performs when it is on road, what kind of vibrations and all. So this experience was really helpful to see because it was a proper system,
Hmm.
right? How the system works, what kind of people. I mean, you can't go around frolicking around like you are in college. So those things I really learned. And I also worked at Topper.com, which is an e-learning platform, as a marketing
Mm-hmm.
manager. So there I handled like a group of remotely working interns to, I handled their blog, so to
Right.
generate content for them or to set the timeline to launch products and projects. So that was my job over there. That I did not go through college. There was an application somewhere, and I applied. There were 2 rounds of interviews, and it was pretty chill. So that was, they just saw what I was interested in, and it was fine.
Awesome. So it's like you have had, I'm pretty sure that you would have had some very good exposure in your two companies, right? Both of them are completely different, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
it should have
One is a
given,
startup and one is a company.
uh,
So
right.
yeah.
So it would have given a nice overview for you to take up your career in future. So that's nice to know. So can you talk about your final year project because that is the most important thing for any engineering student, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
it's the prime focus of your engineering studies. So can you talk about that?
Yeah, so my final year project was in machine learning. Right, I was working on severity of traffic accidents, of road traffic accidents through data mining techniques. What I basically did was I built models to
Mm-hmm.
see how severe, or to predict how severe an accident is going to be. Right, if the accident is
Mm-hmm.
going to be fatal in nature, if the victim is going to be hospitalized, and I also looked at the factors that affect the severity levels. Right, all the three M's that are a part of product development, which is man, machine, and the method. So I saw how a driver's age or a gender, how they are going to affect the severity levels, how the weather condition, the road conditions, what the driver was doing, what was the pedestrian doing while the accident happened. So I saw how all these factors affect an accident severity. So that was my final year project. I also looked at the marketing point of view of the product. I saw what kind of value proposition it has to give off, and the product placement, the pricing strategies. I also looked at that.
It's interesting to know that you have picked up some real-time projects, so
Yeah.
like machine learning and some real-time scenarios, which everyone will be interested to know. I'm pretty sure the project would have come really well. So thanks. I mean, congrats for choosing such a good topic.
Yeah, I hope
And then,
my professors liked it too.
yeah, good, good to know. So moving to the next topic, like placements. So placements is the most important thing, right? When you graduate from college. So how was? I'm pretty sure that you've got placed. So can you talk about like where you've got placed and how was your placement experience in your college?
Yeah. So the basically the placements start on December 1st, but it starts way before that in August, where you have to submit
Right.
your resumes. So we kind of choose the domains that we want to work in. So we have the consult domain, we have product management, we have finance, we have analytics, we have data science, we have SD profiles, software development profiles, and core sectors. So these are all the domains
Mm.
that we look at, and we kind of have to submit our resumes. And then
Okay.
throughout the semester, we have placement tests. Right, all the companies come, and we have like general aptitude, quantitative aptitude tests.
Mm-hmm.
And people who are preparing for CAT, they kind of have an upper hand, not an upper hand, but yeah, they don't have to prepare separately for all these exams. And on December 1st, we have the interviews. I interviewed with several. I got shortlisted for several companies, but I interviewed with American Express, Mastercard, and Rolls Royce. And finally, I chose to work with Mastercard. The experience was really enriching. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there were. I did not take any pressure. I think that was one of the reasons why I got selected in the first place. Because I was really comfortable when I interviewed with them. We had what 4 to 5 different interviews, and I was really comfortable with the kind of questions. Even if I was stuck at some places, the VP that had come, who had come to interview me, really helped me because they kind of look at the way you're communicating, and if you will be able to fit their culture. Everything else can be learned later, but if they are willing to work with you, if I'm
Yeah.
not an irritating person, right? So because
Mm.
if it's them who have to work with you, so the communication is
Right.
a key part over here. Even in group discussion, you kind of have to involve everyone in the group discussion. So all that was really important. So I learned a lot throughout this process. So yeah.
Right. So congrats on that getting placed into Mastercard. And as you said, like the company should be willing to take you in by judging you as if you have the right communication and adaptability to them.
Yeah.
So you're right on that. Like that's highly important for any placement student to back their dream company.
Yeah.
So good to know. And so let's move on to some lighter topic now. So can you tell us about your hobbies or what you do in your free time apart from your usual curriculum and studies?
Yeah. So basically, I was a part of lot of communities during college. Also, I was a part of NSS in my first year, where we would go out to a school, a government school in Chennai, and we would teach them different
Okay.
subjects. So
Okay.
that was a really good experience for me.
Mm.
I was a fresher in the college, and I had to go and teach students, and that was really difficult for me to handle all those students. And other than that, I was part of different communities, not only in college but outside of college, all the Chennai chapters, right? There was Our
Mm-hmm.
Ladies that I was a part of, and I was a
Okay.
part of Women in Product with you guys. I co-hosted a
Yeah.
workshop with you, right? Where
Yeah.
yeah, so we had a workshop on product entry, market entry of different products into India. So these and all are something that I do other than studies. Right, I like to read books. My favorite books are, I like to read books on business management or psychology or
Mm-hmm.
historical fiction. Some books that come to my mind are The Brain by David Eagleman. Right? They, yeah, so he kind of explains how human behavior, explains about human behavior in a very simplified way. So is that was one of the books that I really liked. And other than that, I also have an online marketplace where I send
Hmm.
customized art on on the website itself.
Nice, very nice, Nandini. Like you are a multifaceted person. Like it's good and that people like you, the younger generation, are involving yourself in reading some business management books, involving in other communities that are concentrating on some product development, market research, and stuff. So it's really nice that you involved yourself in these communities and contributed effectively. So how do you reach to these communities actually? You said like some communities were out of your college, right? So how did you reach or how did you get the contacts?
Basically through networking, you talk to people. Our Ladies was basically through a professor that I was taking of a course like that I was taking in the Department of Biotechnology. So
Okay.
he knew some people on that. But if you basically talk to people, you get to know all these important groups and all.
Yes. So good that people like you in college know, like you guys start with the networking concept at a very young age. So this will definitely help you in going through your career or going forward. So finally, I have an hypothetical question to you. Like they say, right, the college is the best part of
Yes,
your life.
yeah.
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So what if I give you a chance that you go back to your college life and you can start from the beginning again? So what will you do, or how will you just go about it?
Yeah.
So will you be happy to take that first? Will you be happy to go back?
Definitely. I mean, I could relive these 5 years any number of
Right.
times because you can't do anything right the first time. So if I had to do something different, I think I would experiment much more with different domains and see what really interests me, because I went in with a set of perceptions that I would be good at this, or this would be really helpful for my future, and I kind of aligned myself into those clubs or communities. But that is not really necessary. It's also important to have fun. So don't
Mhm.
go in. I wouldn't go in with the thought of how helpful it would be for me in the future, but just having fun. So definitely, I would experiment more in my college
Right.
life. Yeah,
Very very nice. Like good, very good to know that you want to experiment even more. And again, the same thing. You're just curious to know everything. So that's
yeah,
really nice of you. Thanks, Nandini. Thanks for talking to us,
yeah. Thank you for
for
having
your
me.
time.
I think I hope this interview is helpful. It helps all the students.